In a vast forest in Russia's northwestern Karelia region, people came to remember a grim chapter of Soviet history. Buried in mass graves among the trees of Sandarmokh are thousands of victims of dictator Josef Stalin. They were killed during the Great Terror that began in the late 1930s. A memorial ceremony on August 5th marked the 80th anniversary of a 1937 secret order that accelerated the murder of hundreds of thousands of Stalin's perceived enemies.
Он был вместе со всеми, кого забрали с деревни, расстрелян через неделю.
This site might have never been discovered were it not for the work of Yuri Dmitriev and the Memorial Foundation. He found the mass graves in 1997 and painstakingly assembled the names of 13,000 Great Terror victims. But he wasn't able to attend this year's ceremony after being arrested on child pornography charges. Dmitriev and supporters say the allegations were fabricated to punish him for digging too deeply into a dark past that the Russian government would rather forget.
Yuri Dmitriev has done a very important job from no one knowing that it actually existed, and the fact that so many victims are buried here. It's a very important piece in Russian history, I think in world history. Then when it comes to his case, it's of course very important that he has a fair process.
A memorial ceremony was also held in Yekaterinburg. People came to a site of another mass grave to remember an estimated 15,000 people murdered here in 1937 alone.
Границы этого захоронения, к сожалению, не установлены. Карты захоронений мы не имеем. Исследования настоящего никто не проводил.
While the Russian government sometimes appears reluctant to highlight the country's painful past, it has also taken steps to acknowledge it. In Moscow, construction is underway for a new national monument to remember the victims of political purges.
Значит, эта стена скорби, как вы понимаете, она состоит из множества фигур. Здесь примерно 500 фигур. Вот таких условных. Это ужас, это вычеркнутые из жизни фигуры, лица. Это слезы, это не головы, это слезы.
The Wall of Grief is expected to be unveiled in October on Russia's Day of Remembrance of the victims of political repressions.